Hello everybody, it's Tyler Richmond with Practical Preparedness. Today we're going to go over some map work. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to take this very flimsy one-piece paper map and I'm going to show you how to cut it, mount it, and turn it into something that's available for very practical field use. Before we do that, I'm going to show you how I mark my map. When I get my maps of a specific area, I like to make them field ready by marking parallel lines along magnetic north. So I'm going to show you real quick how I do that. We're going to prep this map and then we're going to take it out to my garage where I'll show you how to mount it for an easily foldable, very practical map. Okay, I would like to bring your attention to the magnetic declination on this map. You'll see that this is showing magnetic north and true north. Those are the two lines that we care most about. True north is the one with the star. Magnetic north is designated by MN. You'll notice that I have a western declination. I crossed off what the map had printed of 3 degrees. And I did that because declination changes. Mine has changed to a little more than 4 degrees now. So that's what we're going to go with as I mark this map. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the lower right-hand corner of this map with our protractor. Okay, so right here at the corner of our map, we're going to take our protractor. We can come to the bottom right hand corner and we're going to be as specific as we can in lining that up. If I was looking for an eastern declination, I would do it on the other side of the map, but because I want a western declination, I want it on this side of the map. I'm going to find our 4 degrees and make a small mark. So now what I want to do, I'm going to do this with a longer yardstick, but we're going to draw a line through that mark. Just like that. And we're going to extend that line at some point. But now we're going to do parallel lines with a ruler or a yardstick. And we're going to go through the entire length of the map. What that's going to do for us, when we get out into the field, we'll be able to lay our compass on that line and turn the entire map and compass until our needle rests in the doghouse on magnetic north. That way the map will be oriented to the terrain and we don't have to mess with trying to add or subtract the declination every time we take a bearing with our compass. I'm going to go ahead and mark some of these. I'll show you what that looks like. Then we'll go out to the garage and I'll show you the next step in the process of turning this map into a field map that we can actually use. All right. There we have our map with our lines of declination drawn directly on it. Let me zoom in here a little bit for you and you can see exactly what I've done. You notice that these lines are going all the way from the top to the bottom of the map and all the way across. Let's go out to the garage. We'll show you the next step in creating a field map. Okay, so here we are in my garage. I have our map mounted here to the wall, and next to it I have a piece of muslin. I have this map facing the wall. I want to mark the back of it. We're going to mark it into 9 sections because this map is 27 inches by 21 inches. That's going to give us exactly, or the measurements that we need exactly to pull this off. Actually, it's 21 3/4, so each piece is going to be, each width is going to be 7 1/4, and each length is going to be 9 inches. So I'm going to finish marking this across here, and nothing special about it, just make your marks, make your tick marks on there. Now you do have to pay attention to detail and get these nice and straight, nice and even, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut these and we're going to mount them with spray adhesive onto the muslin. You have to pay real close attention to the order here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and number these, and I number them backwards. You can do it any way you want to, just so that you keep them in order. So I'm going to number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When this map is turned over, that first square here is going to be right here in this corner. Okay, so now we have our map tagged with tape. It's only to keep them from falling off when I go to cut them. Let me grab my razor blade here. Okay, again, straight edge. And very, very careful. I'm just using a single-edged razor blade. Okay, now we do the verticals. Okay, so there we have our first piece. Now let's take a look at how we're going to mount these. We're going to use a spray adhesive. We're going to spray the back of it. I'm going to mount that to our muslin, just like so. I am using the 3M Super 77 spray adhesive. It's a multi-purpose adhesive. It is very strong. I haven't had any of these maps peel back. I haven't had any problems with any of them using this. So let me get this the spray system set up here that I'll be using, and I'll just show you how I do it. Okay, this is the spray area that I'm going to be using. This is just an old magazine that I had laying around, and the reason I use a magazine is because of overspray. I can spray the first piece, put it up, come back here. I can turn the page and have a clean surface to lay the next piece on instead of dealing with all the overspray. This is our number 1. So I want to make sure the direction it's going, what it looks like. Lay it down on top of our surface. Get our spray adhesive. A little test spray. I want to make sure we have all the tape off the back of these. very careful when you're placing these. Just try to nail it the first time. Pretty close. Redraw my upper line. Press it in. Again, the line doesn't matter a whole lot. It just gives you a rough idea, get you started. The important part comes in here when you place the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. Getting them all lined up with each other is very, very important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray 3 or 4 of these just to go across to speed this process up a little bit and give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And we'll be back with you here very shortly. Okay, so here we are with a few more pieces put on. Now I want to talk to you for a minute about these 2 sections right here. Or 4 sections, I guess, actually. Okay, so the reason we went and put these declination lines on the map is so that in the field we could use them easier. But more importantly, because we cut each section apart and are mounting them on this muslin, we now have no regular reference to true north along the parallel lines of the outside edge of our map. Because if you'll see here, this gap changes, slopes down slightly right there due to a mounting mistake, but that's okay. The important thing to remember when we use this map is that if you are looking at a particular section, you lay your compass on the magnetic declinations of that section. Don't lay your compass over on this one and expect to get a good reading to a landmark over here, such as if you're using a protractor or something like that, like so. Always lay your compass on the magnetic north line on the section that you're looking at. We'll cover that more once we get out into the field. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this mounting, and then we'll flip it over and proceed with the other side. When we're done, we'll come back and we'll do some trimming. Then I'll show you how to use this. I'm going to take this out into the field probably tomorrow or over the next few days anyway, and we'll do some map and compass work in this particular area. Okay, so here's the first map mounted. I'm going to go ahead and put the sister map against the wall, tape it up there, and mark it and cut it. We'll flip this over and we'll start on the other side. All right, so we've got about 5 pieces on there right now. And I just wanted to show you the progress of it, how it's lining up, how it's coming along. Let me zoom in here a little bit. The other direction. That'll give you kind of an idea of the spacing of it. I'll finish this up. We'll go back inside and we'll trim it up in there. I'll finish this up and then I'll come back and we'll trim it. Okay, so now we have our map mounted. Now we just have to trim it up. just going to use a straight edge and a knife. And I'm just going to cut off the excess material on the outside of the margins of the map. I keep the margins because I like to write on them, make notes on them, that kind of thing. I'm just going to use my Mora. Okay, so here we have the trimmed product. Sister map is on the back. Like I said, the edge of this map right here matches perfectly with the edge of this one. Now this map can be folded in multiple ways so that you are right on the piece you need to be on. If you want the centerpiece, fold the map over, just like so, and you are on the centerpiece. You lay your compass along those magnetic declination lines, and you hit your destination, or you shoot your azimuth from that. When you cross over into another section of the map, you can get to that as well. Okay, so we're going to the top section of this map, of the center section, which is going to be right here. So as soon as you cross that line, you can come to the top section and fold that up. We'll cover more how to fold and how to use this map and what I do to waterproof it in another video. For now, this is Tyler Richmond. Thank you very much for viewing my videos. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do that as well. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about any of my videos. Please take a look at all of them. We'll see you soon on another one.